completing his assignments. I tried talking him into considering different options, but he was optimistic that it was working, insisting that I wait it out and see. I informed him that I would send an email to the therapist, asking to lessen the intensity of his homework, but my son was afraid that the treatment would end up being ineffective if done so. Trusting in the Lord and the church, I decided to give the therapist one last chance. The final task, however, was the worst of them all. Saying it was a dangerous, cruel idea would have been an understatement. It was a weekend afternoon when I heard a loud thumping noise coming from upstairs. At first, I thought it was just my son stapling up more of those weird symbols, but when the thuds were accompanied by sharp cries, I knew it was something much worse. I opened my son's door. Nothing could have prepared me for what I saw next. My son's left arm was nailed to the wall. Nails protruded out of his now black and purple skin, dripping blood as he limply held a hammer in his right. He was completely out of it. The adrenaline, dissociation, and lack of sleep made it so he could only pitifully whimper as he stared at the bent spikes sticking out of his arms. I can't remember much else, other than the fact that I stood frozen, screaming. According to my son, this was the final task. If he wanted to cure his depression, he'd have to nail